morning, my loving Tiffany Thinks family. How are you all? We are on our way to the hospital. We've got quite a few appointments today. We have the pre-radiotherapy chit-chat appointment, then I have the planning scan as well, and then I think we also have an appointment with the main doctor after, so I think that's going to finalize everything. So it's going to be kind of a long day at the hospital. My cold sore situation is still here, but in my last video I did a lot of talking, and I feel like today I'm just very tired. I didn't get the best sleep last night actually. I was messaging my sister at night, and yeah, so let's go to the hospital. My darling is here. I'm wearing the We Got This sweatshirt. He's wearing his We Got This t-shirt, and I said whenever whenever we go to the hospital, we've got to wear the We Got This merch. There's always a link down in the description box below, so if you want one or you think you know someone that needs one, that's where you'll find the link. I am so hungry as well, so because where I'm having the scan, I'm not hungry, but you know when you're told not to have food, then you think about food more. So I don't think I'm hungry, but I'm thinking about food. But because I've got the planning scan, I'm not allowed to eat, so we'll have a bit of a gap in between hopefully, so we might be able to kind of go to our favourite bakery and get a few bits and bobs, like a little sausage roll, a little sandwich. We can figure it out after. Are you okay?
Yeah.
You're good? All ready for the day?
Pretty good, yeah.
Ready for the day. Matt's all ready. Ready for a day in the hospital.
I can drop you off.
Yeah, I'll probably go in.
The other car park is good though. If this,
I'm probably going to jump out of the car because I think parking's going to be a little bit of a situation. This morning it was pouring down with rain. Now I don't think it's going to rain, but I'm nice and cozy. Are you cozy?
Yeah, I like your jumper. You said navy, don't you?
That's because your favourite colour is navy. Matt loves, I don't know if you noticed, but Matt predominantly wears navy clothes, like navy for running, navy for golf, navy for swimming, navy for triathlon, cycling, everything is navy. Navy, navy, navy. So if I wear navy, Matt loves it. Yeah, I'm going to jump out because I don't want to be late.
I'm not going to sit here for like 5 years.
No, but I think you might as well. Nah?
No, I'm going to go around the other car park.
Oh, park on the other side.
Isn't it, like?
Should I wait for you or should I go?
Unless you want me to come with me and then we'll walk around together.
No, I'll go just in case.
Right.
I don't want to be late. Right? Do you know where to come?
No.
You know where the MRI area is, and it says pre-radiotherapy. Okay, look for the look for the MRI scan area.
Yeah.
And you'll no, the CT scan. Come to the CT scan area. Yeah.
I think I know where to go.
Okay. I'm gonna go in.
I'll call you.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Yeah, scan is all done. So what they did is they put the mold over me again. You know the mold I had done. Darling, you've got my ring, haven't you? Yeah. So you know the mold over my face, and then they did all the markings, and then I had the scan as well with the mold on my face.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's all done. Tick, tick, tick. Then I'm going to see the doctor later on. So we don't know whether we have time to go see Amma. Amma said come over because she's made sambal and food bits, so we could do that because I haven't eaten because of the scan. So we could, I don't know what time it is. I actually don't know. This clock isn't working. Can you see it stopped working? We have a bit of a gap now before we see the doctors, so we thought we could go to Amma's, but we decided we'll go to Amma's after the doctor's appointment because it's going to be so rushed and then we're going to be panicking, we're going to be late for the doctor. So we thought, right, instead we're going to go to our favourite bakery and just get a sausage roll, a cup of tea, and then we'll come back. We'll just kind of, there's no point waiting around in the hospital because then you kind of, it's just too much, you know, waiting in the hospital and having food there. So it's nice to kind of leave the hospital, have a little snack, have a little time out of the hospital, and then we'll come back for the doctor's appointment, which should be okay. I don't think it will take that long. It's just a little chit chat with him about the PET scan results, about what the plans are. I guess it's to finalize everything today, so we'll kind of have more of an idea of what's going on and what's definitely happening, because things are still kind of, we don't know yet, right, until we have all the results. And today they've got the planning scan done, they got the PET scan done as well, so they will kind of have that discussion and then let us know later on today, which is good. Everything is happening very quickly as well, so I am very happy about this, and we just need to know what the next plan is, and then we'll go forward. And obviously the doctors know best, and they know what would work for me, and we just know that chemo isn't working, right? Because this area is still kind of growing and things, so chemo is probably not the best option, so we need to find out. I think radiotherapy would be very good, but they know best. Who is that?
Maybe there's a wee kid in the car.
Oh yeah, probably. Right, let's go. Let's get some food. You're hungry now?
Yeah, I'll definitely eat when we get in there, I think.
You didn't have anything, did you, for breakfast?
You gonna get a cup of tea or coffee or what?
A cup of tea, I think.
Alright, let's go.
I'm drowsy.
Yeah, you'll be fine when you eat some.
So cute. We're going back now into the hospital. We've got the doctor's appointment now as well, so let's go. Hi, hello. I've got an appointment with the doctors. Tiffany? We're a bit early. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
We're in the waiting area. My sister said she's going to come with us to this appointment because I think they just talk about the radiotherapy a bit more, and then I guess finalise everything. And then that's it. Matt and I were just talking, and we was just saying it's crazy that we're like we were just in Leeds, we were in Ireland, and we were just kind of everywhere, and then we're back here, and it's like we're living two different lives. And where's my sis?
Can you use my quote, Danny?
My sister should be here soon. I didn't use your quote.
You're just taking it as your own. It was mine, I said that. You have to reference me if you want to use that.
My sister just bought some fruits. Do you want to show everyone what you bought? So she bought coconut water because she's got a bit of a headache. Yeah, this is her coconut water. Because what happens is here at the hospital, is it yummy? Here at the hospital they sometimes sell fruits. So she's got strawberries, blueberries.
Might try some.
I'm all good.
Right. Isn't that nice? Because the normal one's not nice. It's got electrolytes.
You don't like it?
No, no. It's electrolytes, isn't it?
I can't have any because of my cold sore.
Well, what do you do then? Should I have it?
No, I don't want it.
I can't drink more.
Wait, it's not that big. You can drink that.
Wrong.
That's not. Is that not nice?
It's disgusting.
Matt doesn't like it. Matt doesn't like it. Break it out at home and then scoop it out. There's like cherries.
No.
Cherries. No, I can't. Waiting on the doctor. I didn't say no. Yeah, that's it.
But also the other issue is...
It is a lot later and it's raining. Let me update you. It sounds a bit hectic because basically it's here in my neck, which we all know about, but it's also in the tissue in between the rib. One of the ribs, I think it's the fourth rib. So it's kind of spread there too. So in the PET scan, he showed us the scan and he showed us how big this area is. So this area is huge. This is just a slight little area. So there is spread. The plan was to do radiotherapy, and this is my main doctor, so the professor, the big doctor, right? So we had a meeting with him, and there is another option, which is a clinical trial, and the clinical trial is coming to an end, and he's given us all the information about it, and we have to decide whether we go for the clinical trial option or go for the radiotherapy option. The clinical trial option, there are some side effects with people who have, you know, with this kind of cancer, it spreads to the liver, but mine didn't spread to the liver. Mine is in the neck and now in the tissue between the ribs. So this clinical trial seems like a better option for me over radiotherapy right now. And because there's an option of trying this clinical trial, this option might not be, it's going to close. The clinical trial is going to close, and so this might not be an option later on. So it's not like I can do radiotherapy and then go back to this clinical trial. So we're thinking of doing the clinical trial first, and then in 6 weeks or 6 to 8 weeks there'll be another scan, and then if I'm responding and it shrinks, then that's good news. Then we know this is working. But if it's growing, then radiotherapy will still be an option, so we can do radiotherapy then. But this clinical trial is only valid now, so we need to kind of get on it. And also, there's not many spaces. So this professor, this main doctor, my main doctor, has got me a space on this clinical trial. So it feels surreal. All of this feels a bit hectic because it's a lot to process, and I just feel like so confident in my team. And I think I need to go ahead with a clinical trial. He's given us all the information about the clinical trial, and I'm going to do my research. My sister's going to do her research. My darling's going to do his research, and then we're going to come together, talk about it in a couple of days, and then we're going to talk to my doctor and let him know what we've decided. That's kind of where we're at. I'm kind of okay, because the fact that I have options, treatment options, is the blessing. This is what I want. I want to have options, you know, and I don't know what the right way is. And also the doctor did say where the technology is getting better, would you say treatment's getting better, people are living longer. So with this kind of cancer, now that it's in my neck, you don't see a lot of it because people don't make it to this point. So again, hearing that made me think, you know what, I can get through this, and I might be that small statistic that gets through it. And you know, so many of you say, oh my goodness, I had your cancer and I'm now 90, I'm now 70 years old. That might be me. So I just have to have hope and just keep going. I have to keep going, not be upset, and we got this.
Yeah, darling.
Yeah?
100%, yeah.
Yeah. I feel really happy about this.
It's very good.
The fact that this is an option, it's very positive, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Is there anything that you think I need to add to that? Because it was a long appointment, and I'm glad my sister was there, and I'm glad my darling was there, because it was a lot. It was a lot, looking at the scans, the PET scan, seeing this area, which is a new area, and I know I should be upset about it, but the reason why I'm not too upset is because we have options, right? Right, we've got options. And my sister and so many of you have asked me about clinical trials, so I'm thinking, is this a sign? Is this, you know, just have to have hope. My mum, I need to tell my mum and try and explain all this to my mama. The thing is, I want to kind of process everything and then tell her, because I know she's going to be upset about the rib. The soft tissue in the rib. Which is hectic. I don't know how it got there. It's all on the right side as well, isn't it? Like right side of my body, the back here. And my doctor, he felt this area, but he said obviously you won't be able to feel this area because it's deep inside. With the CT scan, it didn't show up with the rib area, but the PET scan lit up. Having some Lucozade because your girl needs some energy. I feel really... I didn't even eat properly because I had a bit, but I was just so anxious and nervous about this appointment. Also, everyone's cancer journey is different. So I know some of you would say, Tiffany, just go ahead with radiotherapy. Some of you will say, Tiffany, do the clinical trials. I think ultimately I have to follow my heart, and I have to go through what my mind is saying, and you know, what I feel like is right for me. There's no right or wrong answer here. It's just what I want and what my doctors think and what my sister and my darling think. Like, we all have to make that decision, and no one knows what the right thing to do is, because I could do radiotherapy, but then I lose out on this. And it's also, what was it, you need to have options. I think that's kind of the way I need to think about things, is that I have this option, which wouldn't have been possible if my doctor didn't kind of think about me when this conversation, I'm sure he must have contacted them, right?
Who?
The professor contacted this study and said, listen, I have a patient, explain my kind of circumstance to the study people, and he's kind of put me in to this, which I feel very very blessed about. And it is, everything's a risk, right? Everything is like risky. I could take this and it doesn't work, but then radiotherapy will be an option, so just got to keep going. This study is only happening in Chelsea, Royal Marsden, so we'd have to drive to Chelsea, but again, that's okay, that's fine. It's something we have to do, and it just means that radiotherapy will be put on hold. So all those appointments, again, the mold is all done, so it's all done, you know. And I think this is probably why he made this appointment, to talk to me. This is basically why this appointment was booked in, the PET scan results, and then him telling us about this study. And he just said, think about it, go read about it, and then make your decision. So that's kind of where we're at right now. Ready to go see my mama bear. Honestly, I'm so excited to give Mama a big cuddle, and just see her smiling face with her red lipstick on is going to make me so happy right now. She's going to come stay with us for a few days as well, and I'm just going to be like this energy towards her and tell her this is what's going on. And I know it sounds crazy because she's now going to be thinking about this, but also the rib area, but I'm going to have to try and tell her, don't worry, Amma, because we have options. It's not over, you know. For her, immediately her reaction is going to be sadness, but we can't give up, and we can't think, oh no, it's gone somewhere else. We have to think there's options. And my doctor really gave us that reassurance that there are options. But he's very real, you know, he's very to the point, and he tells you this is this and this is this, and he doesn't sugarcoat anything. And we need we need facts, and we need statistics, and we know that not many people have gone on to this study, like his patients, but the fact that he can get me onto this study is incredible. Just hoping. It was raining, the weather is all over really. We're gonna go to Amma's now. I think I already said that, but we were just talking and we were saying how, hold on, let me turn this off because of the noise. Yeah, I was just saying, well, we were just saying how, think about it, if it's in 2 areas and they do radiotherapy, that's just targeted. Let's say there was a spread somewhere else, and it's tiny spread somewhere else, and it hasn't shown up on the scan, because scan doesn't pick up it only picks it up when it's a little bit bigger. So I do need systemic control, and I need systemic first. Radiotherapy is targeted. Imagine this works, and what if there is another spread to the other side or somewhere else, and it's not picked up on the scan? Radiotherapy is only going to do targeted, and then I won't have systemic. So we need systemic first, I think we need systemic control. And if this chemo works as systemic control, which we can only hope for, then that's brilliant, right? And then we know everything's under control, then we do radiotherapy after that, then it's targeted. So that's kind of where my head's at, and where we're kind of going with all of this. Because having targeted for, let's say, 4 weeks or 6 weeks is only 2 areas. But what if there's an area that hasn't been picked up on the scan, and we just let that go, and then we won't know till the next scan? Whereas with the trial, with the clinical trial, you'll have more scans, more frequent scans, so they'll know if it's working or not sooner. So yeah, it's a lot of thinking about stuff, and I am going to do a lot of research. And you know me, normally I don't do any research, I just kind of go with the flow, but I am actually going to sit down and Google things that I need to do. This is something I need to do. Other times I kind of just go with it. This is something I have to decide, and I think whatever I decide is kind of, you don't know which option is the right option, because everyone is different, and there's no right or wrong. We just have to go with it and just trust. That's all we've done this whole time, you know, trust. So let's go see Amma. Amma has made sambal. Matt really wants a sambal sandwich. Amma's here and she's cooked so much. I can smell it. It smells lovely. I'll show you guys. Oh, sorry. I'll show you. Let's see what Amma's made. Here's Amma.
Hello.
Okay, I'll show you what Amma's made. What's this, Amma? This is puttu. Wow, look, loads of puttu. And then potato curry.
Nice.
And then look at that, sambal.
Best sambal in the world, this one.
Best sambal.
Isn't it?
Yeah, lovely. Smells so good.
Amma sambal's unbeatable.
This is Matt's favourite snack, honestly. French baguette and sambal. This is all he wants, isn't it?
Don't show off my food. I'm trying to get the credit for my food.
Look at that. He's so happy. And he's made, no thank you. And he's made a cup of tea as well. Look at his cup of tea. If you're Sri Lankan, this will make you happy, right? This makes you happy, seeing Matt eat this. Look at this. What I'm gonna do is, right, I told Amma about the clinical trial. I haven't told her about the rib area. I just know she's gonna get upset about it. So I'm gonna tell her, I have to tell her today, because I feel like it's important that she knows. But in the same breath, I'm like, I don't want to tell her because it's going to break her. So I'm but I'm being very positive. I don't know if it's because it hasn't hit me yet, or because I have hope and I have to trust God and just trust. And I keep thinking trust, rather than be emotional. And I feel like I've been emotional a lot. And I just need to be like, right, we got this, you know. I need to be like that, and I feel like if I'm like that, Amma will kind of feel that energy from me. Let me take this hair clip off. It's been so tight on my head. I don't know why I've put it on like that. But yeah, I'm gonna go tell Amma. It's gonna be okay. I think it's so hard. I told her about the clinical trial. She seems happy about it, because I feel like loads of people have talked to us about clinical trials before, and I think it's an American company, like it's an American clinical trial. I was reading about it a bit in the car. So many people from the Tiffany Thinks family that are from America and say, Tiffany, you've got to try this, you've got to try that, you've got to try this. And, you know, it's all a sign, yeah? And it's going to be okay. And do you know what? I might be delusional and I might be in a little bubble, but let's try it, you know? Let's see, let's do all the research and let's see. I think that's kind of where I'm at. Let's do the right research and let's read about it properly and figure out, my sister, my darling and we will kind of figure out what the best option will be for me. But I need to have hope and trust, right? I'm gonna tell Amma and it's gonna be okay. And I know she's been praying, because you know her candles that she has, she lights it when she prays. So I know she's been praying. So I'm so happy my sister and Matt were both there, because they were both, I feel like they both gave me this hope and strength, and it's support, isn't it? That's what you need. And I'm very, very blessed to have so much support. And I feel like, I know it's not ideal, you know, the spread is not ideal on the neck and also the rib. It's not ideal, like it's not the best news. But it's one of those things that has happened, and I think if there was a spread and then there was no options for me, I would be devastated. But obviously, of course, I'd be devastated, and I am devastated, but I feel like this clinical trial could work, you know, it has to work. Let's have hope. Let's have hope. And if that doesn't work, we'll try radiotherapy, you know? Let's just hope it doesn't go anywhere else, and let's just trust. But I need systemic control. That much I know. Not targeted, I need systemic control. Because if it's somewhere else, we need to target it. Because the scan doesn't pick up every single thing. Like the CT scan didn't pick up the rib, but the PET scan, it lights up, you know? So it's one of those things that I need to think about it all, right? I'm not very hungry, and I didn't eat a lot at the bakery as well because I've just been on edge, and I think once I tell Amma, I'm just gonna be like, right, everything's out and in the open, and I just know it's gonna break her, you know, because I'm her daughter, you know, I'm her daughter, and this is a lot for her.